Hello and welcome to Geeksburgh. This is video podcast number 1 from TekkoCon, April 2015, with an interview with Nicole from nmallenart.com. Great interview about cosplay, especially if you're a first-time cosplayer, you want some advice. She's got some great advice for you. And a lot of pictures of people in fantastic cosplays. There's a few walkthrough shots. You can see the convention, see some snapshots of some great people, see a bunch of Nicole's art and some of her fellow artists, some of their booths and what they have to offer. I did my best to acknowledge everybody I took a picture of, their art, and I hope that you enjoy this. And you can check out the rest of the blog in its entirety. It's also a written blog as well as a video at geeksburgh.wordpress.com in case you're watching this on a different venue. Thank you so much. Hello. Hi. This is April from Geeksburgh, and we are at Tekko in Pittsburgh. It's awesome.
My name's Nicole, and I'm an artist over in Artist Alley. Been doing it for about 9 years now. It's our favorite show.
How did you get into anime, Japanese pop culture and stuff?
Oh, stuff that was on pretty much TV. We got a little taste of it early on the Sci-Fi Channel days, and then what bled over into the Cartoon Network stations. That's what got me. I liked the style. It was something different. You saw a lot of superheroes and a lot of American. Of course, everyone has their own style, but it was just something new to us.
Cool. Do you have a favorite couple shows that you like, or movies, or obviously you're Star Wars today?
Right now, obsessing on Clone Wars and all the excitement out in celebrations.
Yeah.
Big fans of Sergeant Frog.
Okay.
We were into Full Metal Alchemist when we started really cosplaying.
Yep.
And when we started selling here, Helsing. Good stuff.
Yeah. My kids got me into, because my son really liked Pokemon, of course, and he was into Naruto. And my daughter likes Pokemon now too, and Hello Kitty, that kind of stuff. It's mostly like the gaming stuff is what kind of I'm familiar with a little bit. Yeah, it's fun. It's funny. I'm surprised that I recognize as many people as I do.
That's the fun thing about Tekko. It's become a pop culture, like the Comic Cons. It's still very much a lot anime influence, but really American characters have a place, and memes and internet jokes.
Right, yeah.
And it's just kind of share what you love with other people.
Yeah.
Whether it's crafting and costuming or artwork or the voice actors.
Right.
We're all here, we're all happy.
Yeah.
That's what makes it great.
So if you want, maybe you told me already a little bit about how you got into doing art, but if you could just tell me again.
9 years. I have a background in graphic design, but my drawing goes way back to childhood. I was inspired by Sonic, big Sonic fan.
Oh yes.
And the video games, when we hit 8-bit and 16-bit, I was really inspired with how much you could actually capture in a game, and of course. Comic books, the Sonic comics, the whole bit. And the costuming, my mother was very crafty, so she would start my Halloween costume. She'd ask me in June what I want to be.
Because it took that long to make it?
I did her a challenge. I would give her, we did a Chinese dragon where they built me like a whole rig.
Okay.
I had a peacock one year with a big fan feather.
Nice.
I would have to think of something to challenge her.
Okay. That's great.
That's where this came in.
Nice. And, just as a curiosity, how did you make the headpiece you're wearing?
I did a wireframe, and then I wrapped it with cheesecloth and used that fabric stiffener. And then on top of that, Model Magic clay.
Okay.
And when it started cracking like crazy, I got into plaster.
Oh, okay.
It's actually very light and pretty comfortable.
Oh, good. Okay.
But lots of time.
Yeah, and it's very precisely done, so I can tell you have an artist's hand at it. Yeah, it looks really great. It's so interesting. to think of, like, I think if, for me, I get into, like, I like the wigs and costumes and stuff, but then making something that's more permanent, like what you made, that's really interesting to me. And I'm interested in, like, how to do it. And I think there's a lot of people who would like to cosplay, but they don't quite know how. Yeah, so to kind of, like, see that, oh, well, she started with the wireframe and Play-Doh and model magic, and then it's like that. Oh, that gives us everybody kind of a good idea of like what we could do ourselves in our garage. May not look as good as yours, but
practice. I started doing paper maches, like the head I shared with you.
Yes,
I've done 4 of those.
Okay.
And one of them, paper mache is very temperamental with the weather.
Oh,
so humidity.
Yeah.
I would do 1 layer, walk away, it would dry and crack and fall apart.
Okay.
And it's trial and error. So,
right.
But you can start. I did this in model magic because I was tired of working with paper mache.
Right.
But if I did it again, I'd look for something that doesn't crack. Mm-hmm. And it's just an ongoing experiment.
Right.
And make mistakes and learn from them.
Right. Paper mache, that's a great idea, I think, because I think pretty much anybody could probably do paper mache. That'd be a good way to start. If you're a beginning cosplayer, start with the paper, because you can even do paper mache with like flour and water. Like you don't even have to use like the fancy glue and stuff.
That's my method.
Yeah.
Flour, water, you get the right mixture, and newspaper strips that aren't color or dark.
And it's good if you have a kid at home and you don't want them to get all the glue on them. The flour and the water, it's organic, so it's going to wash right off, and it's not toxic if they accidentally eat it.
Right. And if you make mistakes, it's not going to cost you a lot of money.
Right.
It's time. That's the thing.
Right.
Start early.
Yes.
I made that 1 paper mache head with like a month to go, and wrecked 2 of them.
Okay. That's good advice to anybody. Start early.
It's hard because you get the urge to cosplay when you fall in love with something, and sometimes that happens in the middle of a con. Sometimes that happens a month before. Right. So find a way to represent and just plan ahead if you can.
Right. That's very good advice. Very good advice. Cool. So we met at Steel City Con last week, and so we're here at Tekko, and you are going somewhere else next week. Tell everybody where you're going to be next week.
The Too Groovy Toy Show is in Munn Hall, and it's a great little family-run store. Is the Too Groovy Toy Store, and they put together this little show. Mm-hmm. It's going to be like toys for all ages, really.
Nice.
It's everything from collectors to if you want to bring a kid along, they will find something. But great people I've been dealing with a lot lately, and
great.
There's actually, if you look up the Facebook page, we're trying to name the mascot. He's a little Godzilla-like character, and we're looking for his name, and I designed him. So go give him a name.
Okay, very nice.
So that we can announce there's a prize. There's I think it's 2 free passes to the show.
Okay.
For him.
So you have about a week, everybody, if you want to do that. We'll put the information up at the end of this podcast about how you can find the website and everything. So you might get free tickets, and you might even get the naming rights to a cool little creature, which is pretty awesome, if you ask me.
Godzilla, he just needs a name. I should put that there.
He's not Godzilla. Just don't name him that. That's the artist begs you not to do that.
Don't want copyright infringement.
Right. We don't want to get in trouble. That's cool. And then, what do you have coming up? Are you just after all these kind of conventions? Do you take a break and just draw for fun? What do you do?
That's it. I have a deadline for myself where I have Sketch Dump Sunday, and every Sunday I've been doing it for over a year now. Mm-hmm. I post something on DeviantArt, and I draw in my free time. So when I'm done with my shows, I'm just gonna go back to drawing what I love until we'll do Steel City Con. I might have a table there someday. But you'll find me at Tekko next year. Cool.
Very good. Okay. So can you tell us how to find you online? What we'll also post it up, but just say it.
nmallenart.com. Terrible Toad Queen on DeviantArt.
Terrible Toad Queen. That's a good handle. I like that.
Several fandoms ago.
Nice. But it works.
That's another story.
Yeah. Awesome.
nmallenart is pretty much Tumblr and Twitter and all the other ones.
Okay.
So, My Edhead on Facebook.
My Edhead on Facebook. Okay.
A lot of fandom names going on.
Right.
But I'll share them with you.
It's hard when you love so many different things and you want to try to incorporate them in, and then you've got like 20 different usernames and
Ellen was my maiden name.
Right.
So when I started doing it, I just hung on to that. So Nicole Marie.
Yeah.
Ellen,
there you go.
Look for me.
Okay. And M. Allen, everybody. And once you find her site, which I have, there's links on there also to see other things and how to get a hold of her and look at her on Facebook. And you can tweet at her. And she's super nice, as you can see.
Feedback, please.
Feedback.
It helps us all.
Yes. So we'll just wave again.
Thank
Bye
you.
from Tekko.